Hey, yo, I just thought I would let y'all know this so called male loneliness epidemic. It is absolutely, positively, unequivocally the softest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. It simply is not real. It is not a real thing. I mean, and if somebody is affected by this, then it's just simply because men just did not learn to adapt to current situation. But it shouldn't be a thing anyway. I mean, you literally talking about I'm lonely. So I had to. I mean, I've heard about the male loneliness epidemic like over and over again, but I never even paid it no mind because it just sounded so preposterous to me. I'm like, male loneliness. What do you mean by that male loneliness epidemic? I mean, like what was the other what like okay as opposed to the male loneliness epidemic when it wasn't a male loneliness epidemic, what was going on? Like, was we on like, was men on some girls just want to have fun type shit? Was we all just out having a blast? I mean, what at what point in time in history was it where men was just all out, we was all together having a good time, you know, slapping your knee, burping, drinking, and just partying it up? I've never excuse me, read about this point in history where that was a thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, when boys are in high school and college and stuff like that, yeah, we turn it up. But as far as like, oh, men are just more lonely now. We're just lonely. I don't understand. So I actually did a little bit of research, looked up a little bit, asked Chat GPT some questions. I'm like, what do you mean by that male loneliness epidemic? Okay, and this is what they came up with. This is why I'm gonna like debunk some of this shit. I ain't gonna debunk this shit with no kind of facts. This shit's just bullshit. I mean, like, I'm gonna debunk this with common sense. Let me put it that way. Okay, the first thing it said on here was like men are more likely to be socially isolated than women. Um, it said that men usually look for companionship with romantic partners or work relationships. And I'm like, okay, so okay, I get it with the divorce rate and everything like that. Okay, I could see, romantic partner and the work relationship thing. If you lose a job or you transfer your job or this, that, and the third. Okay, I get that too. But I guess my question would be, what the fuck does that have to do with you being lonely? Like, what? Okay, what is stopping you from going out and meeting new broads or meet new people? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You go to the gym, you can go to the bar, you can get some hobbies, you can get some workout buddies, you could join a run club. Like, okay, so your chick left you, and you transfer jobs, okay? Because obviously I ain't gonna say lost jobs. If you lost your job, you got some other problems besides loneliness that you need to be focused on. Okay, so it's not like, okay, so you lost your chicken, you transfer job. It's not like you locked in a cell or in jail. You can still, like I said, you can still go everywhere that you could have went before and meet new people. I mean, we have social media now, so like you can get online and actually find what's cracking in your city. Like, I mean, if you're a comic book nerd or anime guy or whatever, you can, this is where we meet up and talk about anime at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Okay, like, you losing your wife or what I'm saying, you losing work relationships. I just don't really understand what that has to do with you being lonely. Now, I'm not saying it's not a stressful situation to go through losing those things, but it's not a loneliness issue. That's a different type of depression. Yeah, I lost my wife, nigga. Shit, you taking half my bread. Shit, I'm worried about that. I fuck being lonely, nigga. I need shit. I don't need you taking child support and alimony. That's what I'm worried about. Fuck a friend, nigga. My friend gonna be my lawyer. That's what I'm worried about at that point. Okay. All right. Then it says, okay, cultural norms discourage men from seeking emotional support. It says, vulnerability equals weakness, and emotional expression, equals being unmanly, right? Okay, yeah, I'm with all that. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't like that's not exclusive to this era. You wasn't supposed to be a bitch ass. You wasn't supposed to be a bitch ass niggas in the 50s. You wasn't supposed to be a bitch ass pussy ass nigga in the 1800s either. You wasn't supposed to be a pussy ass nigga in the 1700s. Or yeah, okay, yeah. You vulnerability. What do you mean by vulnerability in emotional expression? You mean walking up to people crying, talking about, oh my, this happened, and you know what I'm saying. My wife left me, and my cousin died, and this is going wrong. I mean, don't get it twisted. Yeah, you vent if you got a homeboy or some shit like that. You might vent to them about it or something like that. But other than your homeboy, like I mean, how many homeboys did they have back in the day? Like, I don't ever remember a time like where my dad had 15 homeboys or something that he could go talk to and chill with and kick it with. You might got one or two homeboys and that's about it. And I mean, other than that, like, if you is going through some depressing ass shit as a man, like, what the fuck is crying about that shit gonna do? I mean, the best way to get over being depressed is kind of stay busy, find you a project or a hobby to work on. I'm not saying, all right, because I probably sound insensitive as hell. I don't mean you can't never bring up the shit and never talk about the shit or nothing like that to like a close homie or a close friend, but like, how often is you gonna be crying and talking about this shit? I mean, some crazy shit happened, and I'm not talking about somebody dying or what I'm saying. I'll give you this. You know what I'm saying? You could generally be depressed about somebody dying. Or like, say for instance, if you lost your kids in a custody battle or some shit like that. I ain't a heartless motherfucker. But I mean, other than that, you can bring some shit up a couple times, and then other than that, I mean, you gotta work through that shit. I mean, that's part of being a man. That's the difference between being a man and a fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be all emotional. You supposed to tuck some of that shit in and work and fight through that shit. I mean, dog, shit, pick up your nuts, guy. Shit. Okay, so yeah, like I said, vulnerability equals weakness, and emotional expression equals being unmanly. And that's, I guess, the cultural norms that discourage it. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with those cultural norms. Keep it that way. I prefer it to stay that way. That's just me personally. Nigga, go cry in the car. All right. Male loneliness is strongly linked to mental and physical health risks. You say, okay, higher rates of depression and anxiety, increased substance abuse, elevated risk of heart disease, and early death. Nigga, see, I think y'all just making up shit at this point. Okay, higher rates of depression and anxiety. Like, what person, unless you just rich and got all kind of bitches and like just traveling and riding the Lamborghinis and just, man, okay, I ain't even gonna make it all a money thing. Unless you just, you know what I'm saying, unless your life is just happy, you just turning out flips and everything is fun and smiles and candy. Like, nigga, everybody depressed, got anxiety and depression. Nigga, you wake up, you see a new bill, you like, oh god, nigga, I ain't see that shit come in. Oh, you get a flat tire, get your car towed or some shit like that. Then yeah, that's gonna be some depressed ass shit. That ain't got nothing to do with loneliness, nigga. I can hop off this truck and then, or I can start riding on this truck and I get pulled over and this, that, and the third, you load way too much. You're fine. Yeah, that's gonna depress me, nigga. This shit out. I don't think being lonely got nothing to do with the average day of depression, nigga. Just shit be happening. Everybody depressed. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just one of them generally happy motherfuckers, or you rich. And even rich motherfuckers be depressed. They got some other problems. So, like I said, I don't want to put it all on the whole money solve all your problems type shit. Even though money will solve probably about 90, 95% of my problem. I ain't gonna lie. I had money. If I was rich, nigga, I'd be straight. I wouldn't have. Like I said, if money couldn't fix the problem, then it's probably a problem that couldn't be fixed. But anyway, okay. Increased substance abuse. Nigga, if you like drinking, dog. I don't be believing people have reasons for substance abuse. I believe they just be abusing substances. You know what I'm saying? Like I be, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers get drunk. Like honestly, I ain't drank in a long ass time or smoked or nothing. It ain't been quite a year, but it's been a fucking long time. I quit. I drink and smoke and whatever as I please. I've always been able to quit whenever I wanted to, and I always like drink, and I always drink or smoke when I want to. But I mean, I'm not really a drink. I've never been really a drinker or smoker like that. I mean, yeah, I'll be somewhere and it's lit or something like that. I might drink and smoke or whatever, whatnot. But I mean, I've always gone like months and months and months in between when I drink and smoke. And I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna say never, ever, ever do it again. But I mean, I could go without doing it again. I mean, I do believe, you could have, it could actually be a disease where you know what I'm saying, you are dependent on a substance. I believe that. But again, what the fuck does that have to do with being lonely, dog? If you're if you're lonely, if loneliness is the problem, then you're gonna do shit to be unlonely. The only way I could see like it being a loneliness problem, if you just so damn lonely that you don't have no money, can't do nothing, can't go nowhere, ain't got no car, and all you can get is a bottle, then okay, maybe. But I mean, like I said, once again, if you're down, if that's the situation you're in, then you are down. Loneliness ain't your issue. You got some other shit going on. You need to get a job. You need to stack some bread. You need to get a financial plan. You need to got some other stuff. I mean, loneliness might be in there, but that's not your major issue. So once again, loneliness epidemic is I call bullshit. It also said that you know, over time, I guess they said, with the health shit, it could be worse than smoking and obesity. I don't know how they correlate the shit. Okay, cool. You said it's worse than smoking and obesity, so I guess get fat and smoke cigarettes to offset your loneliness. I guess I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Okay, it plays a major role in self pew pew rates. I mean, like I said, to me, that's again, it comes into other. You got some other issues going on if you lonely and you want to pew pew yourself. Like loneliness might have something to do with it, but I bet behind that shit is some other tragedies going on. Like, you know what I'm saying, somebody died, or you know what I'm saying, your family got broke up, or you know what I'm saying, it's just not a loneliness issue. So I ain't gonna play too much about that one. Whatever. You probably got some other issues going on. You might have some lifelong issues that you've been dealing with. I mean, pew pewing yourself, that's just not no normal shit. Nigga, I'd have been lonely plenty of times, and you know what I'm saying? Usually I get some pussy, and I don't know, I'll be over it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, and if you can't get no pussy, I mean, shit, you can always pay for that shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't encouraging it, but I mean, shit, if you about to pew pew yourself and you so damn lonely, please, I'll be the first to say, go buy some pussy. Go pay for that shit. I'd much rather see you pay for that shit than to pew pew yourself, okay? And one of the last reasons they said, you know what I'm saying, it's a male loneliness epidemic, they said it's a decline of community spaces that we had in the past, like churches, clubs, strip clubs, uh, man, whatever people use them bars, whatever, which doesn't make any sense because all of that shit is still there. If you don't go, you just don't go. I mean, like, I don't. Yeah, all of that shit's still here. You can still go to church. You can still go to the club. Still go to the strip club. Still go every. To me, what it really to me. It's not the male loneliness epidemic, in my opinion. It's the male laziness epidemic, yo. Because a lot of shit that you can do now, or you can't get out and do now, it's like shit I wouldn't even have known to try back in the day. Like I said, you can Google or Chat GPT what's cracking. If you got a hobby or if you got like some just particular interest, if you want to learn sculpting, if you want to learn, you know what I'm saying, you just want to go to some group or you got Toastmasters, you got, you know what I'm saying, if you want to learn about something, to find out about something, or go to where some people congregate and you know, meet up and learn about whatever it is that you want to learn about, you can do that now and you can research it. It's right at your fingertips. So, I mean, does that mean that motherfuckers gonna just hop out and be your best friend? No, you gotta get out and you gotta get out and be sociable with people yourself. I mean, ain't nobody just gonna knock on your door and be like, "Hey, man, you looking for a friend? You looking for a friend?" No, ain't nobody gonna come knocking at your door asking, "Was you looking for a friend?" Dog, you gotta go out, be sociable, get into shit, stay busy, working on projects, have hobbies, stay in the gym. I mean, there's a million things you could do to offset the, you know what I'm saying, the quote unquote male loneliness epidemic, which, like I said before, doesn't even really exist or whatever. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on the subject. Like I said, I mean, these are all my opinions. If you got some sort of study where, well, this doctor said and this, that, and the third, why, I don't give a fuck. I guess be lonely then. Shit, don't do what I say. But anyway, that's just my opinions on the subject. Marcel Almighty out.